Yo, so basically today I'll be meeting up with a project manager and I'll have a bit of an insight on what he does every day, and basically I'll be able to ask him a couple of questions. Yeah, so today's gonna be really interesting. I'm gonna meet up with a project manager. It'll be fun and I'll be able to get to ask him questions that I know his day-to-day and what he does, or what are the expectations of a project manager. I'll be able to kind of have a better idea of what a project manager is gonna be like. So yeah, just come join me, it'll be really fun. I ran over my AirPods. So some of the questions I'll be asking Mitch. So I'm just walking to work now. Sorry if it's super windy. Like, how is architecture different from project management? What are some skills or some advice for going into uni? And then your day-to-day look like as a project manager? I hope by the end of it, I'll have a better idea of what it's like to be a project manager or construction manager. Because to be honest, I'm actually not sure what area of project management he's in. I hope it's in construction, because if it's like engineering, I won't really have much background in that. But either way, it's really good to figure out what they do in their field anyway. Project management's really similar, but obviously you're specifying on something else other than construction. So you can actually be a project manager in engineering, civil engineering, structural engineering, everything, like, you know, electrical engineering, a lot of things. But yeah, what I want to do specifically is I want to specialize in construction management or construction project management. But yeah, just walking to work, and obviously still have to get through the work day. Then I'll go out for lunch and meet the project manager. Let's get the work day going, and I'm really looking forward to going out for lunch. Just going for lunch now. It's gonna be fun. See how this goes. So that was a really interesting time. Oh, maybe I should put on the, hold on. Looks like a bunch of people are going to the footy today. Just end of the work week. Friday, thank God it's Friday, right? So had a really interesting time. It was weird. It was good, but really weird. I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't exactly the way I expected it to go. Yeah, there were so many things that I learned about what he does in his job. But I'm just on my way home now. I'll probably sit down and do it at a proper place.
had to change locations again. Sorry about that. But it's just that when you're living with people in another house, you have to be able to be flexible. I'm gonna ramble a little bit because I kind of don't know how to put my thoughts together, but this was a good time with the project manager that I met with today. I'm just gonna conclude everything that I learned from the meeting, and it was really interesting. It wasn't exactly what I thought it would be, because even though he has background in project management and he is currently doing project management, he doesn't have the background of what I'm trying to go into. So it's more construction management, which is what I would prefer. And construction management is more based on site-based, I think. You're dealing with more of the tradesmen and scheduling, I guess. And I think that's kind of what I'm still trying to figure out. But anyways, so besides that, the main question that I was able to ask him was, as I'll go through it again, is how is architecture different from project management? What does the day-to-day look like? And then advice for going to uni, and what are some key skills as a project manager. And so just to basically start it, I'll give a background of what he's doing as a project manager. He is working for the council, and the projects that he works on is meant to benefit the local council. And it's really interesting because he came from the background of youth work, and it was so confusing to me how he came from youth work into project management. And the main idea was that he was already working in council when he was doing the youth work, and because of that they were able to provide some sort of internal course within the council to get some sort of certificate that is in project management, and then he was able to move up from there into a project management role. When he started working with project management, he saw that he could influence or impact the local community in a different way, which was through project management. And I really liked that aspect of what his perspective is. So he's coming from it from a different background, but still similar outcome, if that makes sense. Yeah, so the difference between project management and architecture is quite vast, or quite a large difference, because it's mainly focused on deliverables, which what this project management is. So that's what he was mentioning to me, that most of his things is dealing with people, basically. So every day he's meeting with councils, or meeting with clients, and meeting with consultants, meeting with architects, and he's trying to draw information from everywhere else and then bring it all together. And then what his day-to-day looked like, I didn't really get around to this question, to be honest, but it felt like he would need to kind of talk to the people, like where the project is based on, a lot, I guess, because he's working for the council, and that's what the council is mostly focused on, which is improving the local area, improving the lives of the local people. So he would get their input, he would get their concerns and anything like that, and then apply that to the design of the brief. And then his advice for going to uni, which was really, really interesting, was actually not to go to uni and look for certificates or small qualifications that you could access online. So maybe a 6 month to 8 month course and this is actually what he had done. He had done that internally through the council. You don't need to go to bachelor's, you don't need to do all these things to get a project managing job. The main idea is you gotta get some projects under you, some experience, and that's where you'll actually be able to learn the most. And that was what was really interesting to me, because obviously a master's is a really big commitment, and plus again, this is Melbourne Uni, it's not going to be cheap, so it makes me consider like whether if it's going to be worth doing all of that, going into uni, and just the stress and how much it could add on to me. And I already had a look online, I don't know, I'll probably like show it here, and basically it's like you pay like 600 to 700 bucks and you get some sort of certificate, and it's nationally approved. I think I haven't really looked into it, but that's what I got, and that's what he had actually advised me to do rather than doing this. The key skills for being a project manager, this is the last question that I probably had, but one of the main skills for being a project manager, and this comes off really, really interesting to me because he didn't come from a construction background, but what I could tell from our encounter is he seems to be really diligent. He's not afraid to ask, and that's the whole thing that I mentioned to him. It seemed like he wasn't trying to be something that he wasn't, and that's what he advised me as well, that once you go into this project managing role, that make sure you just stay in your lane in terms of what you do know, stick to that and double down on that. And the things that you don't know, it's okay to ask, it's okay to question these things, and that's your role as a project manager. I don't think you're meant to know everything, but you're meant to be thorough and understand and give a clear picture to the clients and to everyone else of what's going on. Like, there was just all these like characteristics that I really admired about himself, and that he was willing to even just go out of his way just to go meet me for lunch for something like this. And anyways, so besides that, I don't want to ramble on too long here because it's just our first meeting, and hopefully there's more things that I can pick up along the way before I start uni. I think I'm still gonna go for university, and I can eventually back out if I don't really like it anyway, which is a horrible attitude, but either way, at least it exposes me to that field. And I just want to say thanks to the project manager. It was really nice to get a sneak peek of what it could possibly be like being a project manager, and he was really, really passionate about it. And that's me personally. I'm really passionate about the construction industry as well, the design industry, and the impact and influences that we have as designers or as project managers, that we have such a huge role in society, and we actually have the chance to positively influence it, not for the sake of just making as much money as we possibly can, but there's good outcomes to this. That's what I'm trying to say. But if there's any other questions that you guys are curious that I should possibly be looking into, or any other things that you guys want to comment on or feedback, let me know. Comment down below. You know, like, this is a whole journey part. Like, that's the whole point of us doing it together. It's documentation. It's not like just my own thing. It'll be really fun if we do it all together. Oh, and anyways, yeah, so thank you if you've gotten this far into the video. I'm so sick of hearing my voice, and this whole day has just been B-roll videos, and it's actually so hard setting the camera up and trying not to be so awkward. Yeah, I'm enjoying this process. I'm enjoying doing these videos, and I hope that you are too. And much love. I'll see you guys in the next one.